maging makatotohanan po tayo sa mga kababayan natin nag-apply. No, sabihin po natin na slight chances po yung PR, but if you want to take the risk, ito po siya. Ito yung reality.
Hey guys, here in a nutshell with me, Ina. Okay, ang pag-uusapan natin for this episode, itong bago na namang mga rules para sa pagbibigyan ng postgraduation work permit. Obviously, in relation to international students. It's been a few days since in-announce po ang mga bagong eligibility o yung requirements para sa PGWP. Medyo marami pa rin pong nako-confuse sa kung sino ba affected dito. So we're gonna try to clarify those things in this episode with ito ang nagbabalik sa In a Nutshell, si Kuya Nick, Kuya Nicky or Kuya Nick San. Ayan ang one half ng Suncor Unlimited. Ayan, I'm sure napapanood niyo lately ang kanyang partner na si Kuya Mick Corrales in our previous episode. Si Kuya Nick naman ngayon, diba? Siya naman talaga ang original ko nakuha dito, diba?
Yan. Maraming salamat again, Miss Ina, for giving me this opportunity again to share our knowledge po. No? Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Maayong adlaw sa tanan mga Bisaya. No? So, yes, hindi nakaalam po, Bisaya po ako. I'm from Mindanao. But, we came here as a student to this 2016. But we're now a citizen then. And we are in line with immigration din kasi yun po yung business po ng Suncor, an education agency in partnership with Kuya Mick, our licensed immigration consultant.
Yeah.
Hot topic to, Miss Ina. No?
Kaya nga, although aaminin ko guys, sorry sa mga siguro sumusubaybay dito sa aking channel. I haven't been uploading as frequently itong buwan ng October. Medyo naging busy lang ako. So I'm so thankful nandito si Kuya Nicky to help update us. Ako rin actually dito sa bagong policy sa pag-i-issuehan ng PGWP. Let's keep it very simple, Kuya Nicky. Ano ba itong bagong in-announce ng immigration ng IRCC patungkol sa kung sino na lang ang pwedeng ma-issuehan ng post-graduation work permit?
So, yung mga changes na ginagawa ng Canadian immigration right now, for me, this is my opinion. I think this is the right action, the right time that they act accordingly. Kasi nga po, ang daming ng mga reklamo, even the local Canadians, even the international students, kumbaga ang Canada government or the immigration itself, pinapakinggan naman lahat no? And of course, anything na sobra, masama talaga.
Yeah.
No? With the numbers naman that they show na yung influx ng international student from way back 2016 to 2024, talagang increase every year, nagdodoble siya halos.
Okay.
No? And of course, para siyang domino effect, Miss Ina. Kumbaga, syempre, maraming supply, less demand ng housing, less demand ng work, talagang magkakaroon ng competition. No?
Yeah.
Competition ng pag-apply ng trabaho, competition ng paghanap ng bahay. So these are the things na dinadamdam ng immigration. So sabi ni yung immigration natin na it's time to act. You know what? We need people na kailangan natin. We don't need people na magpunta lang dito to do business. Kaya nga in-introduce nila yung field of study, no? Ang sabi nga dito sa announcement, you must be a graduate from a program linked to a certain occupations in long-term shortage. Paano ba sa Pilipino yung kailangan mag-enroll ka sa mga program na matagal nang kulang dito sa Canada.
Oh, okay.
No? So, in-announce nila yung 5 field of studies na requirement nila. So, starting November 1, so once again po, sa announcement po sa canada.ca, na official website ng immigration, sabi po nila, starting November 1, moving forward, pag nag-a-apply pa lang kayo ng study visa, after November 1, eto na po ang kailangan yung program. Mayroon na pong field of study. So, something na related, ayan, Miss Ina. So,
ito
there
yung
are 5, no? So, kung mapapansin mo, agriculture, healthcare, STEM, yung science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, trades, at saka transport. So, dapat yun lang po ang kukunin po ninyong program para may postgrad work permit kayo pagkatapos. no?
Yeah.
But
Let's clarify, Kuya Nika, one confusion o the
mhm,
question sa marami ay sino ba yung affected? So only those who will be studying or applying for study permit after November
November,
1.
yes, 2024. So basic example, Miss Ina, January intake ako, 2025. Binigyan na ako ng letter of acceptance ng school ko ng tourism management. No, lagay siya tourism management. Wala na siya sa field of study requirement. But magsasubmit ako ng visa before November 1. Yes, that's possible.
May PGWP ka pa
Yes,
rin.
meron pa rin pong PGWP that time.
O yun, okay. So it's upon the issuance of the study permit, not necessarily when your school starts.
Just to clear, when you apply the study visa,
Oh,
when you submit, no, ang sabi kasi, if you submitted your study permit application before November 1 and then hindi ka affected. Pero
I
kung nag-submit
see.
ka ng study visa application, no, after November 1 and then we have a big problem.
All right. Oh, ayun, at least that's cleared up. So again na guys, ito yung limang fields na pagbibigyan ng PGWP after November 1, okay? Ngayon, i-scroll nyo na lang dun sa Canada
Actually, Miss
website.
Tina, sorry to cut
Oh,
you. No, we can give them an example. No, they
yeah.
can use this link and then they can search. For example, Miss Ina, gusto ko pa rin mag-tourism. They can write dyan sa filter ni items. You can write Miss Ina tourism. Wala
Okay.
nang lalabas. Zero.
O yan.
Oh, kung gusto ko mag-culinary. So kung itatype po nila culinary, wala nang lalabas din dyan.
Tingnan mo, culinary.
Wala
Wala
na.
na.
Gusto ko
Okay.
mag-management, international business management, meron tayong management, pero related sa agriculture, related sa healthcare, related sa trade, o ganun na lang po, related sa transport. Yan.
Oh,
Mga,
ayun.
yan. Lilitaw dyan.
Kunyari, ayan na, tinype ko business management. Ang
Yes.
lumabas na lang ay yung agricultural business and
Kung
management.
tatanggalin mo yung business, Miss Ina, management lang, ang lalabas dyan, yung sa agriculture, kung scroll, meron ding lalabas na, if you can, to the next page, merong
Ayan.
healthcare, ayan. Merong ding science, technology, ayun. So yun na lang
basically,
po.
Kuya Nick, hindi na uubra yung mga general business management na mga
Yes.
course.
Kumbaga,
Kung gusto ninyo ng PGWP.
sabi ng Canada, we don't need those program. We need people that will help us sa mga shortages natin. Kaya nga, yung mga taong bibigyan ng postgrad work permit, ito yung mga trabahong ito yung mga taong magpupuno sa mga kakulangan dito sa Canada.
Yeah. For those who are already here, Kuya Nick, medyo napapanik yung iba, anong mangyayari? In what way sila affected? Yung mga ongoing na yung school, gagraduate after November 1, lalo na yung mga concern nila, nako-confuse din sila. In what way are they affected by this latest announcement?
Yes. So last October 4, yung latest announcement to. Abangan pa natin kasi sabi may November 1 pa announcement. So very clear na po ang nakalagay po doon na once you are a graduate of a postgraduate program, a diploma program, or a certificate program, no, you need to take a mandatory IELTS. So nagkaroon na IELTS, CELPIP, or PTE. Nandun na sa pinakita mo kanina, Miss Ina, general or PTE core, na at least CLB 5 yung score nyo before you can apply for the PGWP. Ito yun kung mag-apply ka ng PGWP after November 1. Pero kung mag-apply ka po ng postgrad work permit before November 1, wala pong English test required.
Oh, ayun. Okay.
This is only for mga, for example, gumagraduate ako ng August kasi usually mga tao gumagraduate ng August intake eh. So, we would recommend kasi you have 180 days to apply for PGWP, no? And once you get your completion letter, technically you're not a student no more. You're not allowed to work. You need to apply for the postgrad work permit. So, yun, kung graduate ka this August, you need to apply for PGWP. Wala pang English exam required. Pero, kung nag-apply ka ng PGWP after November 1st, meron ng English requirement. And meron ng certain CLB required. For non-masters will be CLB 5. Pag graduate ka ng master's program, it will be CLB 7.
Yun, okay. Kuya Nick, I know laging sinasabi, ang mga Pilipino hindi naman problemado yan sa mga English test. But, I've been watching some vlogs na itong dinidiscuss tong topic nito. Sa comment section, alam mo, marami rin nagsasabi na, naku, kabado ko, baka hindi ako makapasa. How are our international students faring ba when it comes to yung English tests natin?
Yes, magandang tanong yan. Actually, as an education consultant, sa araw-araw kong trabahong ganito, they always tell, Kuya, hanap ako ng school na walang IELTS. No, Mayroon bang school na walang IELTS during sa application ng to be accepted, yung to get the letter of acceptance? For Filipino kasi, or Filipinos, or people are from the Philippines, we were recognized na English is their second language. So, hinihingan lang tayo ng medium of instruction certificate from our college or from high school to prove na English nga yung medium of instruction na ginamit to waive the IELTS or the English exam.
Okay.
So, which is good. But when it comes to permanent residency, hindi natin maiwasan talaga yung mag-take ng IELTS. So, we always recommend na this is an English country. Canada is an English country. You have 2 years or 1 year to 2 years to practice your English. Tayo naman kasi, naturally, magaling naman tayo na mag-English eh. But when it comes to exam, when it comes to interview, natataranta tayo eh.
Correct.
So, nauunahan tayo ng takot. Kaya nga minsan, ang galing naman mag-English ito. Bakit ang baba nang nakuha na score niya sa IELTS? Kasi minsan, the day itself, pagdating mo sa test center, nabablackout ka eh.
Oo. So what do you advise them to do?
So, eto na po, payong kuya, no, YouTube is there. No, ang daming mga vlogs about, how to review for the English exam. Practice. Practice, and more practice. Kasi, and of course, not only the exam, but use English in your everyday life. No? Kasi nga nasa bansa tayo na English is one of the major language na kinagamit. Alam mo naman natin Canada is an English-French country, but English still is yung usual na ginagamit. So, gamitin natin. No? Pag may nalaman tayong word, gamitin natin. The more kasi natin gamitin yung isang bagay, madidevelop natin yun eh. No? English is, sabi, sisiyo nga daw sa atin yan eh. Kahit nabarok yung English natin, ay ang kagandahan natin sa Pilipino, okay lang tayo i-correct. Hindi tayo nahihiya. Kung i-correct tayo ng grammar, it's okay.
Yeah.
But, learn from it. Ganito pala yung diction na to. Ganito pala yung ano. And then, once you take the exam, we always tell them na, for example, required na mga IELTS for after you finish your program. This is required na. We always say na, apply during your third or fourth term, 1 term before kayo graduate para mag-gauge mo yung sarili mo na, nag-take ako nag-exam. Mag-gauge ko saan ako mahina. I can still have time to reapply. Kasi for example, gagraduate ako December this year. Kailangan na ng IELTS. Pag-take ko ng IELTS, na-blackout ako, hindi ko nakuha yung band na kailangan. Do I still have the time to reapply? Kasi hindi na ako makakapag-apply ng PGWP if I did not reach the right CLB or Canadian Language Benchmark. So, ang issue pa nito, since nire-require na ni immigration to, just imagine the scheduling of the exam. Kasi lahat kukuha na eh.
Yeah.
So don't expect na if you will schedule today, you can get the schedule next week.
Okay. That's a good tip. Okay. Yeah. Mag-exam na kayo as early basically as you can.
And this is valid for 2 years.
All right.
Yes.
For those who might be, studying or preparing for it, Kuya Nick, can you give us an idea how the tests are done? Because I understand iba-iba pala, di ba? May written, hearing, mga ganun ba? Paano ba siya?
So, it's divided into 4, no? Mapa PTE man ka. Ito yung PTE, ito yung Pearson test of English, yung CELPIP, yung Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program, or the International English Language Testing System, which is the IELTS. Once again, pag CELPIP, general po ang kailangan. Pag IELTS is the IELTS General Training. And then for PTE, which is the PTE Core. Ito
Okay.
din kasi ang kailangan mo for creating an express entry profile,
Mhm.
no? So,
Okay.
ang for me talaga is prepare yourself the earlier the better, no? Kasi nga uh, you can create your express entry profile while you are still studying din eh. Kasi
Okay.
meron din kasi tayong mga pathway na hindi natin alam na eligible na pala tayo.
Oo,
And
alright.
English exam is part of the requirement in order for you to create an express entry profile. But once again, I
Okay.
cannot dig more about it kasi nga nasa immigration na side na tayo nun.
Alright.
Ayun.
Okay,
But,
o sige, o basta guys maghanap kayo ng mga resources online,
yes,
napakarami niyan, okay, if
yes.
you want to study on it. Okay, o Kuya Nick, assuming itong mga international students o sige, I will adjust my plans, I'll take this course, kaya ko ipasa yung English test, yung prospects for PR at this point. What response do you give those who I'm sure are also asking you, Kuya Nick, pahirapan na ba talaga maging PR sa Canada through the international student pathway?
Yan, magandang tanong yan. Kuya, may chance ba kami ma-PR kung
Oo.
international student pathway? So,
At this point,
lagi namin
Kuya
itong
Nick, oo.
sinasabi na ni Kuya Mikmik pa lang, from the start, study visa does not guarantee PR. Direct
Mm.
to the point po, wala pong guarantee. But it will give you more options because getting a Canadian education plus Canadian experience, this will boost up your points. Ang Canada kasi ngayon, Miss Ina, aside from a point system, ano na siya ngayon eh, employer-driven, tsaka
Mhm.
skill-driven na yung PR niya. No?
Okay.
Yung sa federal at saka sa provincial na site. So yung mga provincial kasi is more on ano ba yun, a provincial nominee program. No, certain
Mhm, mhm.
certain province requires a certain skill. Pwede kang mag-apply, pwede kang gumawa ng expression of interest, something like that. To express yourself na I want to apply. You need an accountant. I am an accountant. I want to express my interest to apply for this province to be an accountant. So kung kailangan ng accountant, magbibigyan ka ng ITA or invitation to apply and then go. Pero
Mhm.
going back to sa international student ako, kuya, kailangan, meron pa ba akong chance maging permanent resident? So the answer is always there's no guarantee. No?
Mhm.
Ang pagiging PR kasi, how to compute your comprehensive ranking system or the point system in Canada, it has 4 factors na kinocompute natin. First is you will get points based on your age.
Mhm.
At the age of 45 and up, 0 na yung points. And of course, this factor, we cannot control our age. Tama, Miss Ina?
Yeah, of
And
course.
the 3 factors na susunod is we can control them. The next factor would be education. Can we control our education?
Oh, if you study, 'di ba?
Exactly.
Oh.
Third, can we control the experience?
Oh, if you come here and work, talagang iniisa mo ko, talaga Kuya
Yes.
Nick, I'll go.
Diba? Can we control the English exam or the English test?
Oh, yan. Naku, pag-aralan niyo guys, oo.
Exactly, Miss Ina. So, sa apat na factor, they will judge or they will compute your points in these 4 factors. Aside from, yung LMIA, yung provincial nominee, may extra points yun. But these 4 factors is very important. Ang tatlo,
Mhm.
kaya natin control. Yung isa lang hindi. But, how can I improve my score? That's why, unang-unang titignan niyo po if you want to apply for Canada is check your CRS score or the comprehensive ranking system, yung points.
Mhm.
And then, yung pag-aaral, kaya po yan, mag-aaral ako sa Canada, may extra points ako. Yun nga, yung sa language, aside from English, I can also study French.
Mhm. Yeah,
Kasi yung
yeah. Oo.
French is part ng extra points, tsaka meron din siyang pathway for French speaker.
Yeah,
Hindi
correct.
kailangan tayong mag-aral ng French sa school mismo. Para siyang IELTS, Miss Ina, kailangan mo lang siyang i-pass. Kung magtitake ka
Correct.
ng IELTS, ng French exam.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
ito yung 4 na factor na i-prove mo or that will make a difference. No? Like example, kayo ni Miss Ina, mag-apply kami sa Canada. Iba yung points namin sa 4 na factor na to eh. Iba yung
Mhm,
experience
mhm.
namin, iba yung education namin, iba yung edad namin, iba yung score namin sa English. But given that we have three factors that we can control,
Mhm.
di ba? We can
Yeah.
increase our experience, we can increase our education. How can we increase our education? Rather than taking a postgrad, I'm gonna take masters.
Mhm.
No?
Oh.
Sa IELTS naman, I got 7, I can improve it into 8, into 9. This will be factoring in din sa CRS score natin. So yesterday, Miss Ian, there was a draw
Yeah, okay.
kahapon. So that's a different story, but sobrang taas na sa 530 something ata siya. From 500 naging 530, tumaas na naman siya. So nagiging mahirap siya in
It's
a sense.
becoming really competitive na, no, Kuya
Yes.
Nick? Oo.
Yes. Kumbaga, they're trying to filter kung sino yung mga mataas na ngayon. Because they want
Oo.
quality. Canada wants quality now.
Correct.
So,
Oo.
ito na yung...
So, I guess it's also always up to the applicant, no, o yung mga interesado to assess themselves kung kaya
That's
niyong
correct.
makipag-compete dito sa, ano ba, yun na nga, nagiging selective talaga ang Canada sa tinatanggap niya ng mga immigrants,
Yes.
generally speaking.
Pero, Ms. Ina,
Oo.
siguro din, I will take this opportunity din na i-share din, sana to influence other agency na maging makatotohanan po tayo sa mga kababayan natin nag-apply.
Correct.
No, sabihin po natin na slight chances po yung PR, but if you want to take the risk, ito po siya. Ito yung reality. No?
Oo.
Kasi nga
Yun ang
po,
sinasabi niyo ngayon, Kuya Nick, you just mentioned,
yes,
slight chances for PR na talaga at this.
yes, talagang sinasabi namin, if you don't have a proper guidance then, kasi right now, Miss Ina, ang daming dumadating right now because especially where I am right now sa Niagara Falls, there's a new university right now which is the University of Niagara Falls, Canada. Imagine mo, the school just opened last April. This October intake lang, 80 families na Filipino dumating.
Oh, wow, no? Talagang nakikipagsapalaran pa rin, Kuya Nick, despite all the reports I'm sure na nakarating na sa kanila.
Yes, of course. Kasi ngayon kasi ang labanan, if you want to take your common law partner or your spouse or family with you, you need to take a master's program, minimum of 16 months.
Yeah, oo.
So, nagiging eto na yung labanan ngayon. Uy, so, hindi ko madadala pag hindi master. So, eto, magma-masters na lang ako.
Yeah. Actually, the fact that they apply for masters, hindi naman lahat din kasi magiging qualified for masters.
Exactly.
That's already a first level of screening, ano, sa pagiging
Yes.
competitive mo, kumbaga.
Yes, kasi nga, a minimum requirement to get a master's program is you need to have a degree
Oo.
back home, no? At saka, hindi pwedeng may master's ka, may degree ka sa welding, no? Or may degree ka sa nursing. Let's just say nursing lang. Sorry about that. Tapos kukuha ka ng Masters of Data Analytics.
Yeah,
Alam mo yun, you need to connect your program or align your program dun sa program na kukunin mo rin dito sa Canada. Kasi nga, yes, you can be accepted in anyhow. Kung kayang magicin ng school, ma-accept ka. But when it comes to immigration, that's a different story.
Oo. Kuya Nick, what do they tell you usually? Yung mga Pilipinong tinutuloy pa rin yung mga Canadian dream, kumbaga nila, even with all these tightening of rules from the Canadian government, na alam mo, there's a growing anti-immigrant sentiment, according to surveys, halimbawa. Bakit yung marami pa rin kababayan natin, pinipilit pa rin, hindi naman pinipilit, pero talagang pinupursue pa rin yung gusto nilang buhay dito sa Canada?
Alam mo, tayo kasi mga Pinoy Messina, we're naturally risk takers. No? We don't say no for an answer, not unless nasubukan talaga natin. And that's a good spirit, no? As a Filipino, I'm not talking about from other country. Tayo mga Pinoy kasi, sabi mong mahirap dito, still susugal sila kasi nga alam nila na may future na. Pero going back, ano yung mga sinasabi namin as an agency po? Ang sinasabi po namin, you will get a chance but there's no guarantee. But you need to know ano yung pathway na applicable sa iyo based on your profile. You need to plan this Canadian journey before even coming here sa Canada.
Correct.
No? You need to know your profile. You need to know, you have all the guns but you don't know where to shoot at.
Yeah, oo.
no?
And it's
And
just, Kuya Nick, let's clarify, it doesn't just apply to international students.
no,
Generally speaking, halimbawa yung sinasabi ni Kuya Nicky na pahirapan maging PR, it applies to all
yes.
pathways,
Yeah,
basically,
parang
no?
ato, Miss Ina, may ang daming dumating ngayon na mga Filipinos na international student this October intake. Maraming lumapit, kuya, uwi na ako, ang hirap pala ng
Mm-mm.
school. Yung isa naman, kuya, ang hirap pala maghanap ng trabaho. So these are the things that we need to explain to our kababayan. Kaya nga umuwi kami every year ni Kuya Mikmik kasi we want to really educate our kababayans na mahirap sa Canada. But is there a chance? Yes, there is still a chance, but you should know your chances. No, you
Oo,
need to know na ito yung profile ko. Kumbaga, IT ka, bakit ka pupunta sa isang lugar na puro farming? Alam mo yun,
oo,
you need to know your market. You need to know your options. Option A, option B. Alam mo yung pagtungtong mo sa Canada, day one pa lang, alam mo na gagawin mo.
correct.
Kasi nga, di ba
Ayan.
sabi nga, if you fail to plan, if
You,
you plan to fail, you fail to plan. Di ba?
baliktad,
Parang,
baliktad. You fail,
baliktad na,
ano,
sorry.
hindi ko na alam, na confused na rin
Basta in
ako.
short, pag hindi ka nakapaplano ng maayos,
Yeah,
wala kang mapatutunguhan dito. Kasi nga,
correct,
kung anong alam natin last year for the immigration policy is different na this year. Even last month,
correct.
iba na this month.
Correct. And speaking of PR, Kuya Nicky, nako, may upcoming big announcement pa na inaasahan dito sa
Yes.
Canada. The government will be announcing their new targets when it comes to pag-a-approve nila ng mga permanent residency
Mhm.
applications. Ibig sabihin, basically, matitignan natin, no, ang inaasahan kasi babawasan, guys, ano, yung aaprubahan nilang PR. Parang it seems to me the direction they're heading, 'di ba, Kuya Nick? So what does that mean, Kuya Nick? Lalo pang magiging mahirap if they're gonna be
Yes.
adjusting or lowering yung bilang ng mga kukunin nilang PR, basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be a survival for the fittest, no? Ito na yung misina na ito yung kailangan namin. Pag wala ka dito, mas less chance ma-PPR ka. Pag
Oo.
nandito ka sa healthcare, sa trades, sa transportation, sa agriculture, this will give you an edge, no? Pero ang kagandahan nito, Messina, wala pa rin nakalagay doon na kung ano yung pinag-aralan mo, dapat yun din ang trabaho mo. It's still gray area. Wala
Okay.
silang sinabi na graduate ako ng business pero ang trabaho ko welder. Pwede pa rin yun. No? We're
Mhm.
still waiting na pag sinabing pag itong natapos mo, dapat trabaho mo align sa tinapos mo. Kung hindi ka wala kang PGWP. So, yun ang kinakatakutan natin na mangyari.
Mhm.
Kasi nga, yun talagang masasaka lahat. Kasi nga,
Oo.
ang mangyayari, Ms. Ina, lahat ng mga position na, for example, I need ng accountant, lahat magtitake ng accounting program kasi kailangan ng accountant or I need construction worker, lahat magka-carpentry na. Which
Yeah.
is, that will solve the issue of Canada right now kasi they're having a house problem or housing problem right now. So, nagbigay sila ng budget. Ang problema, wala silang construction worker.
Mhm, mhm.
Kasi nga, kulang na kulang. Wala nang gusto magtrabaho o mag-aral ng construction eh.
Yeah.
Sino nagpupuno? Ang mga international student din.
Oo. Oh, I guess in closing na lang, Kuya Nick, dahil half hour na tayo, ang bilis, ano?
Ang bilis.
I'm sure, I just have to ask this, Kuya Nick. I'm sure you've also been receiving sa mga negative comments, you know. At this time, Kuya Nick, sasabihin nila, Kuya Nicky, ikaw, dapat bilang, education consultant o yung company mo, hinay-hinay na dapat daw sa pagre-recruit because mahirap na ang buhay dito sa Canada. I'm sure you've been receiving those comments.
Of course.
What do you say to those?
Like I said, as a kababayan po, we're here to guide and help our kababayans once you're here in Canada. Once again, yung purpose po namin is not only to market, still this is a business, kumikita po kami. But, ang hirap kasi pag kumita ka, pero nakikita mo yung kababayan mong naghihirap. So we're not a money-motivated agency. No, kami nga po yung sumasalo ng palpak ng ibang agency dito sa Canada. No, we're trying to save those people na misled or napag-iwanan ng agency. But once again, yes, we always educate our kababayan. That from the start, sinabi ko na walang kasiguraduhan ang PR ng international student. Yun pala ang hirap sabihin. Kasi mawawalan kami ng kliyente. But our service, Miss Ina, is not just for student. ang services namin hanggang ma-PR, hanggang ma-citizen, even tourist visa extension, yun ang ginagawa namin ni Kuya Mikmik.
Yeah.
So, as a kababayan po, ramdam ko rin po ang doubts regarding Canada, but ang trabaho po namin is to educate po kayo. Hindi namin kayo pipilitin. We will present Canada kung ano talaga siya. And it's your decision. By end of the day, you are going to be decisioning, no?
Yeah.
So,
nako guys, tama si Kuya Nick talaga yung ibang mga agencies up to now kahit na all over the news na meron pa rin talagang mga abusive, hindi pa rin sila nawawala. Na talagang binebenta yung Canada as the perfect rich country where you will also be rich. Ganun pa rin ang bentahan nila na magiging PR ka pa rin. Huwag mong pakinggan yung mga negative news. Ganun nila sinasabi, hindi po tama yun. Okay, guys? Be wary of those doing that.
The real journey starts once you're here. Kaya you need to be ready po financially, emotionally, spiritually, lahat po, no? Even if you come here as a single with a family, you need to be prepared. No, lahat po maraming challenges. The weather itself is a big challenge na. No?
Correct. Oo. Hay nako. Anyway, Kuya Nicky, thank you so much again for agreeing to do an episode with me. I'm so thankful to Suncor sa totoo lang dahil langis lang nandyan to clarify ang aking yung mga policy pronouncements na madalas ngayong nilalabas, 'di ba, ng Canada.
Yes. Payo ko lang po, talk to the right people, no? Wag by end of the day it's gonna be you who's gonna be deciding. So make sure to do your part, to do your research then. Wag kayong basta-bastang maniwala. Kahit sa amin, i-double check niyo po yung sinasabi namin.
Correct. Oo din. Okay, so we will end this episode here. Again, Kuya Nick Sun of Suncor. Maraming salamat po. I'll end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye everyone! Thanks, Miss Ina.